Welcome! In this video I'm gonna show you my exact desktop setup that I'm using in my music production. I will also introduce you all my audio gear that I use in my workflow. Nothing in this video is sponsored, and also keep in mind that I'm not a professional. I just like music and I like making and producing music. First, before we get started, I would like to show you a few pictures from my earlier setups. So this picture is taken exactly 5 years ago, back when I started. Before this I made probably 2 or 3 videos using only my phone, so those doesn't count. We have a cheap IKEA desk that I'm actually still using. There is Focusrite Clarett solo interface and my first mic, this one. I didn't have any speakers. You can see those white headphones. I bought them from a grocery store like for €5. Let's take a look how does the setup look like right now, and after that I will go through all the equipment. I have the same IKEA desk, but I have in fact modified it quite a bit. I built a new drawer in the middle in which I integrated a patch bay and 2 preamps. I also built this additional shelf on the desk that includes some more gear that I need and easy access to. Let's start with the computer. So it's a 27-inch iMac 2017 5K Retina display. It has 500 gigabytes SSD memory, 16 gigabytes of RAM. There. I've been very happy with the computer. It's perfect for my workflow. I mostly use Logic Pro X and Final Cut Pro, and everything just runs very smoothly. I also have 2 external hard drives which have 7 terabytes of storage in total. I use Apple Magic Keyboard, Magic Trackpad and Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. Moving forward, I have a pair of Adam T7 monitors together with Adam Sub 7 subwoofer. These T7 monitors are quite accurate for mixing, but they also actually sound good. I wanted a pair of monitors that I can use in mixing work, but also to enjoy music as well. Subwoofer gives me some more accuracy for mixing the low end, but most importantly I got it because it makes listening music way more fun. I also have this green plant. Let's move on to my audio interfaces. So basically the heart of my whole setup is this red box. It's Focusrite Clarett 2 Pre Thunderbolt interface, and it's connecting all my analog gear to the computer and to my DAW. It has an optical connection to my other interface, which is Apogee Element 24. So this might need some explaining. Why do I have 2 interfaces? First I only had this Clarett 2 Pre, and after a while I kinda wanted to upgrade it to the Apogee interface. I didn't like the Clarett preamps that much. But then when I had them both, I realized the Clarett actually had better connection possibilities in the rear panel that I might use in the future like I'm using now. The Clarett also has this very satisfying big volume wheel for master volume. Both interfaces support optical connections, and it turned out that combining these two with a optical cable actually works really well. So in conclusion, my 2 interfaces are working as a single unit. Best qualities from both interfaces. I can even use them both to record 4 mics simultaneously if I wanted to. So it kinda makes sense to use them both. Lamp just died. The Apogee interface doesn't have any physical buttons, so it can be hidden inside the desk, which is really great. You can control the interface with your phone or with a software application. I'm currently controlling it with the phone application. Next, external preamps. I have 2 different units. I have SPL Gold Mike tube preamp and a Focusrite ISA TWO. Both of them have 2 channels and both have very different character. They both go well with my mics, and it depends on the song which one I end up using. Mics. I'm using Shure SM81 mics. These have very natural and balanced sound. I wanted to try neutral mics like Shure SM81 and they actually work really well for me. I haven't seen any fingerstyle guitarists using these before. They are generally used as drum overhead mics, but for me they work for everything. My most precious piece of gear is this analog stereo equalizer Elysia Xfilter. It's quite expensive analog EQ, but it is beautiful and that's all that matters. Basically it does everything that good EQ plugin would do, but it has some of that famous analog character. It doesn't have any latency and it works really well in most situations. I wanted to start including some analog processing in my workflow. I wouldn't necessarily need it, but so far I have had pretty awesome results with this. I also have a cheap analog compressor called Really Nice Compressor by FMR Audio. I mainly use it while tracking. I use it while I'm recording to cut down some nasty percussion peaks. Finally, this is Art P16 patch bay for XLR connections. Its only purpose is to help me to get easy access to all the connections between my devices. Then some other stuff I forgot. I have Sennheiser HD 280 headphones. I use them when I'm recording. I have MIDI keyboard Alesis V149. I also have a chair. I don't know what else to tell you. So I think I covered pretty much everything. Thank you for watching. Näkemiin.